Arsenal submit £47 million bid for Machine striker despite being short of release clause. And Arsenal's £30 million target now publicly admits he wants to come to the Emirates this summer. Stay with me until the end of the video to understand everything happening behind the scenes at the Emirates Stadium. Love Arsenal as much as we do? Then don't wait another second. Subscribe to our channel now and be the first to know everything about the Premier League's greatest team. Hit that subscribe button and join our community of true Gunners fans. Now, let's jump into today's top news. Details of the offer made by Arsenal to sign an international forward have now emerged as Mikel Arteta's striker search gathers pace. Arsenal are seeking to secure the services of Benjamin Sesko. It is no secret that the Gunners are on the hunt for a new striker. Arsenal have been linked with a plethora of goal scorers for some time, but now look to have made a formal move to sign Sesko. The 21-year-old just enjoyed a fine season with RB Leipzig, scoring 18 goals in 42 appearances, across all competitions. The Slovenian forward has only had one season with the German outfit since making a switch from Austrian side Red Bull Salzburg, but the Gunners are already keen to bring him to North London. How much have Arsenal bid for Benjamin Sesko? To that end, according to Football Transfers, Arsenal have now made a bid of around £47 million to sign Sesko. However, the Bundesliga club are likely to demand that Arsenal trigger Sesko's €65 million release clause in full, which is roughly equivalent to £55 million. In the meantime, Sesko is thought to be keen on the idea of joining Arsenal. Even if the Gunners do have to pay the player's full release clause this summer, in the context of the modern transfer market, Sesko would still reflect something of a bargain if he can kick on and fulfill his huge potential at the Emirates Stadium. For the kind of figure being mooted, there likely wouldn't be enormous pressure on the 28-cap Slovenia international to be utterly prolific from the off either. Why Benjamin Sesko is the perfect backup for Kai Havertz at Arsenal. With Kai Havertz having impressed as a striker in the second half of the season, Sesko could come in and offer cover and competition for that role whilst he settles into the club. In many ways, Sesko is the ideal understudy for Havertz, as the pair share plenty of similar attributes. Like the former Chelsea man, Sesko is an imposing physical presence at the top of the pitch. He is aerially dominant and can hold the ball up and bring his teammates into play, making him an excellent focal point. He is also technically gifted, provides pace, and offers intelligent movement. Sesko has been described as a machine in the past. This means that Sesko would suit the tactical setup that has been established at Arsenal with Havertz up front, meaning either player ought to be able to slot in and lead the line seamlessly. This will appeal to Mikel Arteta, who will be wanting to see his side play with greater cohesion and familiarity in the final third from the off next season, as those things took some time to emerge last time around. A rumored Arsenal transfer target has publicly admitted he wants a move this summer following reports that the Gunners have now opened talks. The transfer window is just shy of 2 weeks from opening for business as Arsenal look to flex their newfound reputation in a big way this summer, with Mikel Arteta keen to add to his promising squad. Having finished just 2 points shy of the Premier League title, Arsenal are not far off from potentially overtaking Manchester City if they can get this summer's transfer dealings right, with an attacker and a midfielder on the agenda. And a rumored target for the Emirates Stadium side has now publicly claimed he is open to a transfer this summer. Youssouf Fofana says he wants to leave AS Monaco with Arsenal interested. Speaking at a press conference, AS Monaco star Youssouf Fofana revealed that he wants to move on this summer from the League One giants, with the 25-year-old helping the Monegasques qualify for next season's UEFA Champions League. With news breaking this week that Arsenal are in talks to sign the French international, the timing of Fofana's comments might not be a coincidence, with the Gunners seemingly eager to sign a new midfielder before the start of the 2024 Euros. Indeed, reports suggest that Thomas Partey is due to leave Arsenal this summer, and Fofana could be the ideal replacement for the Ghanaian, with the Monaco midfielder saying during his press conference when asked if he is leaving this summer, "I have spoken about it with the hierarchy, it isn't a secret. We had exchanges and they agreed to accompany me in this new stage. If a move doesn't happen, I still have a year left and I will be happy to stay. We were in agreement that we would accompany each other in this process in which everyone should be a winner, be it me or the club." With Declan Rice thriving in the left-sided number 8 role, a new deep-lying midfielder to anchor the central trio will be pivotal for Arsenal in next season's quest to win the Premier League. And in Fofana, Arsenal could have the perfect first signing of the summer transfer window, with the £30M rated Monaco star, someone who fits the bill for what Arteta is looking for in a midfield recruit in the off-season. With Fofana also part of France's squad for the Euros, agreeing a deal before the tournament could save Arsenal millions if the midfielder impresses out in Germany, with less Blues expected to go far in the competition. Arsenal open to Alexander Zinchenko sale after Bayern links. According to journalist Charles Watts, Arsenal are open to selling Alexander Zinchenko if the right offer comes in, with the Ukrainian international's future in North London not as secured as originally thought. Bayern have been linked with a move for the Arsenal left-back just 2 years after Arteta signed Zinchenko from Manchester City for £35 million, who this season has been in and out of the starting 11. What's said on Arsenal's stance on selling Zinchenko this summer? I've said it before, I do feel like Zinchenko is a player Arsenal would consider cashing in on if, and it's a big if, a good offer arrives. I don't think they're going to be pushing him out of the door or offering him out to everything to get him out, but I do think if an interesting proposal ends up on their table this summer, they'll certainly consider it. Zinchenko's departure could be ideal for all parties this summer. The left-back position has been a weird one for Arsenal this season, with 4 different players all getting a crack at the role before Takahiro Tomiyasu made it his own in the final games of the campaign. With Jurriën Timber likely to push for a starting position having finally returned from injury, Zinchenko leaving North London could be ideal for all parties, with the 27-year-old clearly good enough to play for a top European side. With Bayern in the hunt for a potential replacement for Alphonso Davies, Zinchenko could be an ideal signing for Vincent Kompany, who could be willing to spend a decent amount to reunite with his former City teammate. Champions League giants now want £45 million Arsenal ace. Arteta may have to consider loan deal. A report from Italian outlet Sport Italia has now claimed that Serie A giants AC Milan could move for Gabriel Jesus as they look to strengthen their forward options. The 27-year-old is one of several options Milan are considering after finishing second in Serie A and qualifying for the Champions League again, as well as reported Arsenal target Joshua Zirkzee, but a deal looks extremely difficult. Jesus still has 3 years left on his £265,000 a week contract, and Arsenal would want a significant fee to part ways with a player who at his best, is one of the most talented players in the squad. The report claims that any deal to take the Brazilian may have to be structured in an initial loan, similar to the situation of Romelu Lukaku, and that whilst this is unlikely, nothing is impossible. Arsenal should keep Gabriel Jesus despite Milan interest. Jesus was outstanding in his first few months at Arsenal after his £45 million move from Manchester City, and helped raise the level of the squad to one which could challenge for the title. A knee injury he suffered at the World Cup has plagued him since, and this season was a frustrating one for him as he could not find his form in between injuries. Jesus scored just 4 Premier League goals, but did score 4 and assist 3 times in 8 Champions League appearances, as the Arsenal player with the most experience in the competition. A full preseason and a return to consistent fitness could see Jesus recapture his best form, and Arsenal should give him one more season to try and find this. Although Jesus is not as speedy as some of Arsenal's other attackers, he can still provide quality on both wings or as a striker, and unless a huge offer comes in, a surprise exit to Milan should not be considered. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.